5, 4, 3, 2.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Brought to you from the highest part in the world's most powerful city, the
Hi everybody!
Hi, Dominique!
Hello, welcome.
Welcome to the KiNK, the unedited special. So what that means is that everything is going to be done in one take tonight. There's no second take of anything. If I stuff something up, that's it. It's going to be included in the show. So I've got to get everything right the first go. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the show is going to be shit. Hopefully I don't stuff up that much. Okay. All right, so do you want to hear a joke? Yeah? There was a little girl on Christmas Day, and she was out the front of her house. And sorry, it was on Boxing Day. See what I mean? It was on Boxing Day. A little girl was out the front of her house on Boxing Day, and she was riding a little pink bicycle. And up came a policeman on a horse, and he rode over to her on the horse, and he said, "Hi, little girl, did Santa get you that bike?" And she goes, "Yes, officer." And the policeman goes, "Well, tell Santa it should have come with a helmet." And he wrote her a $100 ticket. And the little girl looks at him and goes, "Oh, Mr. Policeman, did Santa get you that horse?" And he goes, "Yeah," and laughed. And then she said, "Well, tell Santa that the dick's supposed to go under it, not on top of it." All right, I'm feeling good. That one went all right. I got away with that one. But I was thinking of maybe one day running for president. Donald Trump's doing it. Kanye West is. The only thing is I'm worried about that I might get in trouble for like some sex scandal that I did in the past. And it'll be blown all over the media and it'll just cause all these problems. Nah. The truth is that I wish I'd gotten some action that would get me into trouble. They'll be showing the evidence all over the news and the media and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, look what Andy Nolch did now." And I'll be like, "Yeah, look what I did. It was great." Hey, how am I going? I'm going all right, huh? This is a bit wild. This is wild, but I'm rolling with it. Okay, the unedited special. It's a bit out there. Okay, usually I rely a lot on editing. Anyway, so if this situation happened that I ran for president or whatever and I got into all this trouble, this is what I'm talking about, see? I'll put the newspaper clippings on my wall and that. I'll be proud of it. I'll be like, yeah, look what I did, you know what I mean? And then eventually the media would just give up on it and I'll just get away with doing outrageous things. And like the media would see me and they'll be like, yeah, that's just Andy. All the other politicians would be getting in trouble for just the smallest things. I'll just get away with everything. Well, I'll show you something I can get away with, and that's tonight's show. We have the comedian Michael Connell and the Face Beef star Lewis Spears doing a weather report. But before all this, we've got to check the mailbox for some kinky mail.
You've got mail. 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 You've got mail. Mail. You've got mail. Mail. You've got mail.
All right, so in the kinky mailbox, first up is a video of a rubbish truck man from Chris. So let's check it out. Yeah, it sounds like that boy needs therapy.
The entire staff that Dexter is criminally insane.
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic. That boy needs therapy. Purely psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy.
Down on the couch. What does that mean? You're
All right. Okay, so here's a letter into the Kinky mailbox, and it says it's from James. Hey man, we watched your show after a 12-hour LSD trip. We don't know where we are. We need your guidance. This is a cry for help. Love from the abyss. Okay, I don't know if it was the LSD that sent you on a trip or if it was the kink, but something tells me it was probably the LSD. But either way, it seems like you're someone who needs a cup of concrete because clearly you need to harden up. All right, now, here's a video from Adriana, and it's of cats being jerks. Let's check it out.
Damn! That last cat was sexy. Sexy like your mama's fucking ass.
Oh, Papa Pink, how dare you? You can't just swear like that.
Sorry, Andy. I just got excited by all that pussy.
All right, I understand. But just don't swear like that, okay? The weird kids that are staying up late to watch this show are screwed up enough as it is. All right, we now have a joke email to finish off. It's from Robin. A bogan man is standing at a bus stop and is holding onto a slab of VB. A bogan woman is sitting at a bus stop and is holding onto a sheet of tin. Where have they been? Caught. She got the house, he got the contents. All right, if you need advice or have something funny, send it into the Kinky mailbox. All right, we have to go to an ad break, but some stuff is coming up. I'm not sure what it is because I've forgotten my lines and I don't want to stuff it up. So make sure you stay watching. Welcome back to the KiNK Unedited Special. Okay, look, it looks like we need to go to an ad break again because the network forgot to roll an ad during the break. So we just have to roll one now and then we can get back on with the show.
What do you got there? The Natural Confectionery Company mixed lollies? Yeah. Yum, yum. Pop.
Pop. Don't cut the dinosaur, Daddy.
Shut the fuck up. Pop.
That you and I'll be if tomorrow never comes. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. It's great that we got that ad break thing sorted out. Well, let's head to the weekly news desk for the news.
A melting man's house was robbed.
What's going on in the city? What's going on in the world? Otherwise, they'll ram you down to the ground.
A man died. His name was Irwin Schiff. He was a famous tax protester from America. He was against people paying taxes, and he thought, and could legally prove, that the laws passed forcing people to pay taxes were actually illegal. The government didn't like this, and so he ended up getting thrown into jail, and he passed away peacefully in old age.
I want to thank you all for coming. For those of you who don't already know it, you're going to discover that there is no law requiring anybody to pay income taxes or keep books and records for income tax purposes. And you'll also discover that there is no penalties or crimes involving income taxes. Despite this, as reported in the paper, because of IRS pressure, people have committed suicide. As a matter of fact, if you saw the Maury Povich show last year, well, husband committed suicide. People have had nervous breakdowns, forced into bankruptcy, and their businesses are literally destroyed, all because of IRS pressure. And all because they were pressured to pay a tax that no law requires anybody to pay. Here is the Internal Revenue Code, and I'm the nation's leading seller of Internal Revenue Code. I buy them 500 at a clip. We're going to get into this. And there is no law in here that requires anybody to keep books and records or to pay income taxes.
Yeah, how am I going? Am I going good? All right, this unedited thing's hard. Okay. He was a great freedom fighter. Yeah, I mean, I think that one day, with enough taxes being increased, all of our money will go towards the government in the form of taxes. And I think that's a great thing, and I think that's what should happen. I think the government should get every cent of it, because they absolutely deserve it.
We're now going to cut live for our weather report with Ida. How you doing, Ida?
Good, how you guys going?
I'm great. What are you up to?
We just finished our comedy show here at South Wharf, West Village, NYC.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good night. Should have been here.
All right. So was it a stand-up comedy show?
Yes, it is. It's a stand-up / open mic comedy show, and everyone is welcome.
Coolios. When's it on?
Every Thursday, 7 p.m. It's right next to South Wharf DFO in front of Munich Brauhaus. You guys should totally come. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Because IMC, so...
Yeah, good. And how's the weather in the comedy room?
It is pretty awesome right now. The weather is amazing.
Well, what's the weather like outside then?
It's about 19 degrees, I think. It's a bit chilly. My hair is like it feels like a ghost just went past me, but yeah.
Okay, all right. And so the show's on every Thursday night, is it?
Every Thursday, 7 p.m.
Good. Well, we've got to get back on with the show, but thanks for the weather report, Ida.
No worries. Thanks, Andy.
All right, that's it for the news. This Friday, the 13th of November, 2015. All right, we have to go on ad break, but some good stand-up comedy is coming up. It's particularly good, so make sure you stay watching. Welcome back. It's now time for a very special guest, the stand-up comedian. Please make him welcome, Michael Connell!
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks. Great to be here. This is the craziest gig. Look at this. This is amazing. Like a lot of other comedians, you know, they do these shows. They come out. They're like, "Hello, Wembley." You know, woo. Hello, Madison Square Garden. I just want to start the show like, "Hey, Andy's bedroom." Woo. Settle down. This isn't a microphone. This is a troll doll I'm speaking into right now. It's a good show. What can I tell you? It's great to be here. My next door neighbour, he is a Buddhist monk, which I don't like. And people go, "Oh, why don't you like that, Michael? You don't think you'll get along with him?" No, I'm sure I will get along with him. We're going to get along fine, right? I'm pretty sure if you have a problem with your neighbour and your neighbour is a Buddhist monk, the problem is you. Right? Like I'm never walking around at home going, "Oh, listen to that. He's meditating again. Oh, so much silence. I can hear myself think." Right? It's never a problem, right? He's a lovely guy. I go over there, you know, I'm like, "Hey, you know, I'm Michael. I live next door. You know, come over if you ever need to borrow, you know, lawnmower or a cup of sugar or something." And he's just like, "I have everything I need." Very Buddhist. And no, what I don't like about it is that I'm living in that area because, you know, that's the best neighborhood I can afford. And he's living right next door and he's taken a vow of poverty. Right? We're in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like he is sworn off all material goods, but I go around and I'm jealous of his stuff. You know, I'm looking at him like, "Oh, is that a prayer bowl? Some nice robes, mate." That's kind of where I'm at in life, right? I'm very happy. I want to point that out that I'm very happy because I'm at this weird point in life where I tell people I'm happy and people don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very single. I'm not very famous. I'm not very rich. People think I'm too happy for where I'm at in life. You know, like you probably have conversations with people and they're like, "Oh, how you going?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm good." And they're like, "Oh, good for you." What I get is a lot of this. "Hey, Michael, how you going?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And they're like, "Wow, despite everything." That's the spirit, right? Wow, that's weird. Now, it is good to be here. A couple of years ago, I went to uni, did a degree. I did a degree in philosophy. Yes, that's right. I have a philosophy degree. So I am poor, but I know why. And my philosophy degree would be like you imagine a philosophy degree would be like. You know, we'd go in, you know, the lecturer would be having conversations like, what is society? And what is humanity? And at the end of the year, they'd be like, Michael, did you do the test? I'd be like, what is a test? They're like, you failed. I'm like, okay. Like, it was the sort of stuff you'd imagine you'd do in a philosophy degree, you know? Like, we'd have discussions if a tree falls in the woods, no one's around, does it make a sound? Now, you might think the answer is yes, or you might think the answer is no, but what I learned is the deeper truth, which is that knowing the answer won't get you a job. But philosophy wasn't always like that. I'm a big fan of the old philosophers, like the ancient Greeks, right? Because back in ancient Greece, philosophy, very popular, right? Like in ancient Athens, if you could travel back in time, there'd be all these different groups of philosophers hanging out around the city. Like on the east side was the skeptics, south side were the Epicureans, west side was the Crips. Ancient Greeks and Romans, they all had names that sound a bit like medicine. You know, Epictetus, Seneca, Metamucil. You know, they're all out there. And they'd give lectures to the public. You know, they'd stand there in their togas. You know what I'm talking about when I say toga? Yeah, it's like that white sheet they just drape over one. I don't think I'd learn anything in that lecture because they were wearing togas. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'd be there saying, you know, happiness consists in living according to nature. And I'd be standing down the back going, wow, I can see his nipple. That's weird. Anyway, the Stoics, they were a very interesting bunch of guys. They wanted to work out problems, right? Everyday practical problems using philosophy. So not like the philosophy we're doing at uni, right? No one was ever coming up to them like, help, I got attacked at the market. And they're like, well, what is an attack? What is that, right? They never did that. What they did is that they used reason. They used the Socratic method. You know the Socratic method? It's a thing invented by Socrates, very smart philosopher. That's where he'd walk up to people in the street, start asking them questions, keep asking questions, getting people to challenge their beliefs. And the interesting thing is, you still sometimes see that today. Like the other day, I was on the bus, and there was some dude in there. He was like, oi! What are you looking at? I was like, ooh, the Socratic method. He's a free-range philosopher. You know, of course, he kept asking me questions, getting me to challenge my beliefs. Do you want a kick in the head, mate? Well, I'd always assumed no, but can you ever know the truth? Kick away. Guys, that's it from me. You've been a lot of fun. Thanks for having me here in Andy's bedroom. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Oh, standing ovation. Oh, you're too kind. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for that, Michael. All right, well, that brings us to the end of tonight's show. Thanks for watching. If you missed out on the episode, which is pretty weird because you're watching it right now, you can always go to the KiNK's YouTube channel, all the episodes there, and subscribe to it as well. And until next time, take care of yourself and do what you want to do. No!